Hi, this is Isaac for Pop Scoop, and I'm speaking with American rising singer-songwriter Chris Parham. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great, feeling good.
Yeah, feeling good. Is this early for you?
Early, yeah, it's all right. I was at it's like 7:30 this morning.
Okay.
So it's actually pretty cool. It's a good time for me.
Can you define your musical style for us?
Define my musical style. Well, let's see. I started out actually with hip hop. I used to rap, and then that switched into singing, and I was really influenced by R&B pop.
Yeah.
And I think my style today, if I could define it, it would be it's overall pop, but I have a rock and roll funk to it.
Yes, definitely.
That's kind of how I would define it. So
yeah, because I saw there was a contrast between, your early work, your first singles like "Baby Can't You See" and "Diamond Eyes," and you had that. Yeah.
That was kind of more of a dance electro feel, and I guess along the process of writing and finding myself, I developed this kind of rock and roll funky sound, and I love it. I think that's me.
Yeah, your new tracks. They're not yet released, right? We've heard them here.
Fortunately not. I can't wait to get those out there. But
yeah,
is
it okay to say the names of the songs at all? Is that too hush hush?
Well, I can name one that we have. It's called "Baby Blue Roses."
Yes, yes.
One of my favorites, unreleased at the moment, but I'm loving that sound because it has hard drums, guitars in the chorus, and it's a fun song. It's easy. It's really easy to listen to.
Yeah, and you've got that pop R&B grounding, I think, still there. But as you said,
there's
a definite funk rock edge, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. That's how I would describe it myself.
And is that something that you came to? You were saying that you came to that, and is that something that you've worked on with different producers too?
Yes, I did. Well, the initial idea to change my style, and kind of do something more that I wanted to do came, I guess, last year.
Mm-hmm.
And then my manager, Ryan, had me put in the studio, and we just developed the style further, and it just felt right. It just felt right, like that kind of organic, rocky sound. So, that's how it came to be.
Yeah, and you do a lot of the writing yourself, too, right?
The majority, yes, but I also have a good team who helps me and, push me further, so definitely, it's fun.
And do you start with a tune first, or a harmony, or a mood, or lyrics? What comes first?
Oh, man, it always changes, but so far, it's usually just popped in my head like an idea for a chorus or a verse, or I hear a sound, or I watch a movie and there's a sentence that somebody says, and I'm like, oh, that's my next song. Or I see a picture of something, I'm like, oh, that's my next song. And then I shut myself off and I develop this because I write all my songs on my phone. And then
all right. That's a great way.
Usually happens like that. It's not like the traditional kind of, I got my pen and I got my paper and I'm gonna write a song, but it's always my phone.
That's very modern. That's cool.
Yeah.
So do you type it out on your phone, or?
Yep. I type it out, and then they got this voice memo thing that I kind of use, and I record the very, very rough idea of the song, and it can either change or it kind of stays the same, but that's how it's been so far with this kind of new style that I've made for myself. So.
Yeah, it's so nice to be able to capture something in that moment. I think, a long time ago, you'd have an idea and you wouldn't necessarily be able to capture it just right then and there, and you'd have to wait until you could get to a studio. And now it's great. You can just...
I've had lots of moments like that, or like when I've written something and it sounded good in my head, but then recorded or like on my phone, I'm like, probably not. So that is also the case sometimes.
Nice. So you can edit yourself before.
Yeah, exactly. Well, like now it's like I think throughout the years of writing, and what I've kind of seen is that I can write songs quicker. I just know where I want to get, like the message and feel I want to get like across. I guess that's what I've kind of sped up on compared to kind of compared to when I started, I guess.
Yeah, and I mean to go back to when you started, what was the first spark that got you going musically? Do you remember?
Well, it actually started when I was with a few friends, and we just kind of decided, we should start making songs and writing and stuff like that. And at first I was like, okay, cool. It kind of started out as kind of a game, but then I guess I developed a passion for it, and it was just a way for me to, like, of course, express what I felt, but also in some occasions to maybe put myself in a role, kind of like an acting kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of how it started for me.
Oh, that's nice. And who were your inspirations back then? I mean, have they changed over the years?
Oh yes, they've changed. They have been. But some have still like stayed the same. Like I've been a really big fan of like Usher, Robin Thicke.
Yes.
Let's see who else, because it changes so much. I like Outkast, Andre 3000. And the list goes on and on, on and on.
Yeah, and you find
yeah. All right.
No, you go ahead.
No, like I couldn't even say what my favorite song is because I have so many of them. It's like the hardest thing to answer for me. So.
Okay, I won't ask that later then. And I mean, if you wanted to model your career on somebody else's, I mean, would they be the kind of people, the Neo, Usher, Craig David type artists?
Definitely, yes, because not only are they very talented, they can sing, they have a presence when they're on stage or whatever they're doing, but they also write great songs, and they are known for it all around the world, and people want to be in the studio with with them, and that's something that I'd one day like to achieve, like that. I don't want to say like a status, but like kind of that. Yeah, Chris writes a pretty good song. That's kind of where like I'd like to get to one day.
That's a great goal. I mean, you have that chance then to be, to write for yourself and then to write for other people too, right?
That would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would fill me.
And who, if you could choose anyone, who would you love to collaborate with in the future?
Well, from like an artist perspective, like Andre 3000, big fan. Robin Thicke, of course. I guess when it comes to females, I love Katy Perry, Rihanna. That's a whole different league, of course. But why not? Why not shoot for the stars?
Oh, of course. You have to shoot. Yeah, you have to go there. And as a duet, I think too. I think there are not enough duets out there, really.
Exactly. Like for me, I'd love to do like a song with Taylor Swift. I'd love to do that just to see like the contrast of like the two worlds mixing up together, like in a way. I would love to do that. Like I'm a big fan of her style of music too. So.
it's interesting because a lot of people have been saying that too. A lot of people, we've talked to some other artists, from
really.
pop and R&B, and they do really want to, combine their stuff with that country vibe that she has. And
yes, it sounds great.
Yeah, and you see it with people like Miley Cyrus, and you can combine country feel with R&B, hip hop.
It does work. Yeah, it actually does work really well.
And what are your thoughts about the importance of social media for today's music biz? Is that important for you?
For me, yes, it is, and it's actually how people listen to the music. Nowadays, it's so important because that's like where like your fan base is, and that's where you can get the music to them directly, and where you can talk to your fans, or you can, that's like the quickest way to communicate.
To get feedback, right?
Out there to get feedback, and it's very, very crucial.
and that's something that you like doing, to talk to fans straight away.
I love it. It's great. Twitter is like, I haven't been on it like very long. I started in July, and it's been so much fun because at first I was like, what? I didn't get it, and then now it's like, I'm on it every day. So,
you can't tear yourself away. You have a lot of followers too, and it's 32K followers.
It's going pretty good.
And what does performing live mean to you?
Performing live, see, I'm a person, I get really, really, really nervous before.
Okay.
But then when I start, to sing like that first note, it all goes away, and it's just so much fun, and I don't want to get off stage, and it's like an addiction. I love it. It's great.
And do you have anything that you do right before a set that that calms you down? Is there any kind of routine that you have?
It's more like mental. I'm just like, calm down, it'll be all right. But it's not that bad. It's actually fine. It's more of a I try to get my mindset on it. Like what I'm about to do, maybe I'll go through a few lyrics in my head, but it's not really like a routine per se. It's just
I get yourself in the zone, right?
Yeah, I try to get in the zone. Yeah, I guess that's the best way to describe it.
And what can you tell us about your upcoming plans over the next few months and next year? I mean, a new single or an EP?
Yes, you will definitely be hearing music like that rock and roll funk style early next year. I plan to release it.
Great.
I plan to. Let's see if that actually gets that far. But
we know we've heard the tracks, and I want to talk about them, but we can't. But they're very exciting. So I hope your fans.
Fortunately, I would love to talk about them. I'd love to actually release them right now, but fortunately.
It always takes time, doesn't it?
It does. It does take time, and before I do that, I'd like to perfect the songs and get them complete so it just feels right. Because I don't want to bring anything out that I don't feel isn't done. I just want to give the best of the best to my fans out there. So
that's important.
That's very, very important to me.
And do you have gigs planned at all in the new year? Are you going to go on the summer festival circuit at
Oh
all?
yeah. I'm gonna I want to gig all over the UK. Yes, everywhere. I don't have any confirmed dates yet, but I will definitely make sure that I'm performing everywhere.
Great. Oh, well, it's been brilliant talking to you, Chris. And we hope for we look forward to this new music coming out very soon, and then we hope to chat to you again about that when it is out.
Yes, great. Yeah, we'll speak then.
Okay, you take care, Chris. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time. Yes, you have a good day.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.